Hey yo,
my man Speedy Flow.
Fact. We on episode 1, Too Hot in the Kitchen.
Too Hot in the Kitchen. You know, we got Duke Dollas. My nigga Dre Star. Actually, his name ain't Dre Star no more. His name is Big Draco. And yours truly, Laylow. Episode 1, man. You know, man.
First, I know that you picked out the shirt for the day, and this shirt is gonna represent a guest that we gonna bring in a second. But the shirt that you bought for him for the day, let's get into that.
The shirt of the day of the week is Peep Game. You know, Peep Game, man. You know, Peep Game. What does that mean to you behind it?
Peep Game?
Yeah.
That mean that peeping game mean that like yo, you really doing something right, and it's like I'm trying to think of the word that I'm looking for. It's like not flashy, but it's so good that you gotta stop what you're doing and take a look at what's going on, because it's being done so right and efficient. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know.
I think.
What about you?
Peep Game to me, man, is just being able to see all the fuck shit.
Oh, fuck shit.
Being able to see different shit, man. You know, see the bullshit and people around you.
Okay.
I mean, see what's going on. To me, that's my opinion. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. So, with that being said, you picked this out for the special guest we got today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very special guest today.
We got a very, very special guest today. This dude, he be on his grind. You know what I'm saying? He be in the gym getting buff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta make some noise for my man Speedy.
So go.
Yeah. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up, bro?
What's going on, yo?
Man.
Pleasure.
Thank you for coming too, man.
Thank you for inviting me, man. Thank you for having me.
I see you got a guest. Introduce your guest to us.
It's my brother D, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really, you know, he could do his own introduction, but you know, for me to say for him, this is my boy, brother. This is my brother, man, since you know high school, man. You know what I'm saying? It's family.
Okay,
you know,
that's
what's
my
guy.
Ah.
So yeah.
Mind you, I go by B Ghost Block.
B Ghost.
B Ghost.
B or Ghost.
Okay.
And I would do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why they call you Ghost? Why they call you Ghost?
Because why do they call me Ghost? Because I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Yes.
Okay. I like that.
I like that too. That's how you.
That's some far shit there. Alright though. First let's get straight into it though. You brought out Peep Game to represent Speedy.
Yeah.
I had to disagree. I brought out Nipsey Hussle.
Nip.
You know, cause what I seen from when I go look at Speedy, you know what I'm saying? Speedy always on his grind. He taking care of his body. I noticed that he real conscious of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He's like an entrepreneur, like similar to Nip. You know what I'm saying? He always put niggas on game, and he got a lot of perspectives that's very different from what you would see from where he come from. Let me get it correct. You from Passaic, right?
Yeah, Passaic.
Okay, you born and raised there?
Yeah, born and raised out there, man.
Okay, alright.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Let's jump straight into it though, cause like I know Speedy. I don't know Speedy, but I know Speedy. Like I met him back. I want to say what about
2 years ago?
2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But boom, I come across your Instagram, right, and I see you put a post up there. You say pigeons are government spies. I want to jump straight into that. Like yo, like tell me your perspective on that and like why you say that, because that's interesting to me.
I mean, they created so much things to suppress us and to keep us under their radar. Why wouldn't they make pigeons as government spies?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know the terminology when people say a little birdie told me this. You feel me? You gotta look deep into like sayings and meanings and shit like that. That's just me though. That's how I look at it, bro.
Shout out to Speedy for reading in between the lines.
Nah, you gotta be game, because most of the things that happen, especially in this country that we live in, is all allegory, man. Allegory is code. You feel me? You gotta understand the code talk. Just like
yo, when you say allegory, I'm gonna cut you off. You gotta give us explain that.
Well, allegory is, just like I just said, like birdie in the sky. A little birdie told me this. A little birdie told me that. you like, hold on, it's a double meaning to that. It's a triple, it could be a triple meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? You know how rappers have triple entendres and shit, they got triple meanings to shit they say?
Yeah.
And you read the metaphors, that's what allegory is. You know what I'm saying? It's cold, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like in the street, we from the hood, bro, so we all got certain sayings, we got certain, like, ideology or words to say to reference something. You know what I mean?
Like metaphors and shit.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what allegory is. You feel me?
Like
And when you understand it,
yeah.
it's easier to break down.
Let me ask you a question, right? Because y'all know the battle rapper Daylight. Y'all watch battle rap? Because look, I was watching the interview. This is why I wanted to ask you a question. Because Daylight said that he think that roaches is spies. Because the nigga said that roaches is only in the hood. And that's true. I never seen a roach in nobody in the.
I was about to say that because Speedy said pigeons is only, and I didn't mean to cut you off. He
Yeah,
don't see pigeons in the hood.
Yeah.
So now you said that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Daylight, man. That's my guy.
You agree with that, though?
I watch him all the time.
You think roaches is spies? Because nigga said that how the cops know where the shit is at because of the roaches and shit.
I tell you this. Roaches are immortal. Think about this shit. They say if a nuclear explosion was to happen, they're gonna be the only ones to survive.
That's some crazy shit.
That's crazy, right?
All things to survive be a goddamn roach.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, nigga, like when you think about it, it's like, like how can it not be something of that significance? You feel me? Like maybe, I don't know, like the thing about Daylight I like about him though is that he do open your mind up to look at certain things a different way. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, I'm like that, because I watch people like him. I have a lot of influences on my head, but it's not to build conjecture. Conjecture is like when you just go with the flow. I actually dive deep into like shit to actually get the actual information, because most people get information on the surface level, but nobody dive deep into it. They don't like going to the deep end of the pool, you feel me? They don't like doing that.
I mean,
shit.
you always been like that, or that's just something you developed over time? Like what?
Bro, I'm gonna give y'all a little quick rundown like how I grew up at. So like I grew up in Passaic, New Jersey, in the hood, projects and shit. Aspen, shout out to my hood. I love all y'all out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, you know what I'm saying, in a drug infested area, you feel me, siblings, you know what I'm saying? Like we all grew up in we came from the mud, basically. So it's more commonplace in the black community for us to be put in special ed classes, self-contained classes in public schools that got low budgets and shit, you know, hood shit. I was in special ed growing up, bro. Believe it or not. People don't even know this shit because of the way I carry myself. Just like Daylight was in special ed too, you feel me? But it's always something with that. So basically I was put into a box at an early age. And I noticed that I'm like, yo, why everything feel weird? Is because I was put in a box. But I started noticing like, alright, I gotta learn how to move inside this little box that I'm in. You feel me? So when I got to high school and shit, bro, like I'm always in a dictionary, I'm always reading shit. Because it came from the pain that I had to go through.
Shout out to a nigga reading, my nigga.
Facts, no, for real, bro. Reading is essential, bro. Because
people don't like to read.
Bro,
People don't know how to read.
People don't know how to fucking people. The thing is, it's not people don't want to. People don't know how to. Like you can, like we all can read, but I mean read, like really read.
Okay,
you
like
feel
comprehend
the shit.
Okay.
Because we can all read we can read that zebra cake. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta ask you a question, right? So you say you came out the mud, Aspen Projects.
Yes.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the poorest, 1 not being the poorest, how poor were you if you had to rate it?
Alright. Some Christmases we ain't get shit, some Christmas we did. So I will put it at like a 7.
Good old 7?
Nah, cause look, where we lived off of government assistance and shit like that. Okay. We did, so I would say poor, I would say 10, but then it's like sometimes we were blessed. We were blessed certain years.
A good strong 8.
Right, good strong 8.
Okay, so you about motherfucking potato sticks poor.
Bro. All this shit right here, this the shit I had to live off of growing up, bro. Like I had to. Look at that. Potato sticks. Like this the type of shit I had to grow up on, bro. Like this was meals sometimes. But you know what the real meals was? Nigga, oodles and noodles. Right? You got the hot dogs. What else you got? You got the PB&J's, you got the lunch meat.
Vienna sausages,
like spam, like there's certain things you had to live off of, bro. Like the Elio's piece he eating right now, like
hard as hell.
You feel me? I had to live off that type of stuff.
What year you was born in the 90s?
95, bro. 95. To be exact, bro. I'm a baby out here.
Now I'm about to ask you because back in the day, now they got the EBT cards.
Yeah.
What niggas know about the food stamp booklets? The brown, the green.
See, the thing is, I heard so many stories about that. Like my mom, my father, all of them tell me about those stories, bro.
I hate when mom sent me to the store and shit. Boy, I swear to God, man.
Word, had to write down everything you needed, all of that, and.
But
man,
but my fault, bro. For next episode, you can't cook the pizza no more.
Okay.
This shit hard as fuck.
That shit hard is good, nigga.
Hell yeah.
It's slapping, my nigga. But nigga,
speaking of pizza, though, your eating habits.
Oh,
Vegan, right?
I'm vegan, man. I'm plant based. I don't like saying vegan. I should say plant based, man.
So let me. How do you stay focused, to not eat meat or the pattern that you do eat? How do you stay focused to stay on that track? Because I know a lot. I tried it. I couldn't go through it.
No, but at least you honest about. See, the thing is, at least you tried it. You feel me? Like, opens yourself up to shit. You feel me? That's ain't nothing wrong with that.
You gotta do a lot of research to know like different meal, like different things to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot.
So my reason for actually converting to plant based is because where I grew up at. So where I grew up at is a dirty, like it's a dirty eating habit area. Like we all grew up around this type of shit, these type of poisonous foods. Like I don't want to make y'all feel that way, but this is how I see it.
It's real.
It's a reason why the corner stores are open late. It's a reason why there's a liquor store around every corner. It's a reason why the chicken store opens at 3, 4 in the morning. You gotta understand, like, so when I was younger, like I would always, bro, I ate like a lot of bullshit, bro. Like I remember, like I vividly remember me eating mad shit, and chicken was my favorite, just like all of us. You feel me? And as I got, every time, like the older I got, the more I realized, like, I'm eating this bullshit, but like I know I ain't supposed to be eating this shit. Like I know I'm not. You feel me? My body is telling me I'm not supposed to be eating this shit. So what I did was I started doing my research about what's what. I started understanding and learning about the body's biological clock, which is your circadian rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention to what you eat and how your body reacts to it is important. You feel me? We ain't supposed to be eating no cheese. We ain't supposed to be drinking no milk, especially cows.
Elaborate on why we're not supposed to be eating cheese and milk.
Well,
so for those that don't know,
because obviously cheese is mold, bro. It comes from dairy, which is mold. It is another form of dairy, but it's molded dairy.
So that means it has bacteria.
Yes, live bacteria. So it comes 750 somatic cells. That's usable for pus, bro, and blood. It got all that crazy shit in it. So you consume it on a daily. It's reasons why people fart crazy. Why people it causes cancer. It's mucus. When you drink milk, don't you be having like you? I
stopped drinking milk a long time ago.
Right. That's good. See, that's a step right there. You feel me? So I started noticing like, yo, why I'm always congested whenever I drink milk, bro. Like I don't understand why. And I started looking, I gotta change that up. So like I remember 2017 when I cut out dairy. I cut out pork, I cut out beef, I cut out mashed shit except for chicken. Like this one I first was kind of like mentally switching and
that
shit.
Damn chicken, right?
Right? So like chicken was the last thing on the hit list that I had to get off. Took me almost 2 years to do this shit, but I did it. So 2019 was last year in August. That's when I really just said, "Fuck it, I'm giving up on like meat and everything. I'm switching it up," and I did, bro. And it's been for 7 months, 6 months already.
Wow. So like, did you have like any like influence like Dr. Sebi?
Dr. Sebi, man. Dr. Sebi. I had a few people that I always came across and who always like just tell me like they were plant based, and I'm like, yo, I keep meeting people like this. Like it's not a coincidence. You feel me? It's you being aligned with people and how our energies work and shit like that. So I'm like, yo, I think it's something I need to do, and I feel like it's been a really beneficial thing for me personally. Like, cause I always tell people, if you're gonna try something, try it. If it don't work out for you, it's okay. It don't take away from the fact that you I ain't gonna look at you different because y'all ain't vegan like that. I'm not. So you got radical niggas like that. I'm not like that. But
so how did it work out for you though? Like where it changed you, and like where do you see like the difference?
I mean, I always been tapped in weirdly, oddly, but I feel like it's a different type of energy to me now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, cause I've been getting compliments from when I first started my journey with the whole plant-based thing to now. I've been getting crazy ass people like compliments telling me like, yo, your energy is like through the roof. Like I feel you. Like women, like I walk in the room, I sit down, women would be like they'll look at me like dudes will tell me like, yo, I look up, like it's weird things. You know what I'm saying? It's things I don't even speak on. It's just shit just happened. So you know, you feel me? Like it's just like that a spike in consciousness and being aware of shit, man, being tapped in, you know. Helped me a lot. It helped me with discipline, most importantly. Most people don't got that. Most men don't have discipline nowadays due to social engineering, due to social media.
Why do you think it's like that? That most people don't have discipline nowadays?
Because there's agendas that's being pushed that's counteracting the actual natural nature of men. You feel me? So we've been indoctrinated with crazy ass ideologies and you know what I'm saying, all these agendas that's being pushed, it's kind of going against nature. When you go against nature, there's always going to be an imbalance.
Like give us an like for people watching, like you know, I know they're learning a lot right now. So give them an example of like what's going against nature and stuff like that.
Well, you got women being more like men now. You know what I'm saying? The agendas are being reversed now. So you got way more women that are masculine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're not in their feminine state. They're not receptive. You know what I'm saying? They're not this, they're not that, they're more independent. Like I just made a post today about like Destiny's Child. I said, it's funny how 20 years ago they made that independent woman song, but all of them got a man. You feel me? They made a song to socially engineer the young girls growing up during that time and now, because the song still be playing on the radio, I'll be hearing it. I don't want that. And it's funny how they programmed you. They did the work of the elite. We ain't gonna get into that. The elite. We can get into it, but they did the work of that person to put this doctrine on you to not really to step outside of your real natural being. Yo.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas or Jay-Z? I don't know, bro. It's a hard one because like I fuck with both of them. I fuck with Jay on entrepreneur level. I fuck him on the MC level, but. I fuck with Escobar because he real, like he really real as fuck. Like,
who's better as far as lyrically? Not nothing else.
Nas, one of the greatest storytellers ever. Without a doubt. You feel me? I give Nas his props all the time.
The only shit he got is fucking
He got metaphors. Jay got a lot of metaphors. He got a lot of metaphors, but Nas' storytelling is impeccable. Dog.
From his first album, fucking Jay ain't got shit.
I don't think Jay is
He's very.
Yeah, do you think what you're saying?
Aside from fucking Jay, he's very
business minded.
Yeah. I'm big on him on being business minded, but as far as lyrically, I don't think he's like how people say.
He think Jay trash.
Aside, his best,
I do.
His best album is Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, of course, Reasonable Doubt. Yeah.
But if y'all niggas ever go down south, don't dig it like Jay-Z.
No, they don't.
You might get shot coming through Bobby.
That's
for real.
That's facts though, because they gonna like, oh, this nigga from up north. Like they know when people come down there blasting that other shit. Like if somebody come up here blasting Pimp C all day, you like,
yeah, I don't hear no Pimp C.
He ain't from there. Pimp C. Nah, see the thing is, I'm open to music, though. So like, I could listen to some Pimp C. I could listen to some Cali music. Like I could listen to everything, bro. I'm weird. Like when it comes to music, I'm very diversified in those fields, bro. Like I got like. Yo, I promise you, I got probably like 40,000 songs on my phone. Bro.
We gotta get one thing straight though. This is one thing I'm cool. Somebody at my motherfucking job, right, told me Eminem is the GOAT. I had to tell that nigga, no, Eminem's not even. He's not even in the top 5.
What color was
he? Definitely is.
What color was the nigga that told you?
He definitely is.
He was a Puerto Rican, bro. Real light skin Puerto Rican.
I understand why some people say that.
Yeah. Eminem. See, the thing, I grew up on Eminem, and I was like, he was one of my favorites. But then when I expanded my variety of music, I'm like, hold on, because now I think Daylight is way better than Eminem.
But I think they kind of like the same though, because the way they put their words together.
Yeah, but see the thing about
the top 5.
Eminem was a top 5 for me at one point in my life, but I guess like when you mature, you look at like MF Doom, one of my favorite rappers.
Damn.
Like I'm up on MF Doom. Like
I wouldn't put Eminem above Jadakiss. I wouldn't put him above Beanie Siegel.
I think it depends on what you categorize him.
You put Eminem above Jadakiss? Overall.
But it depends on what you categorize.
Because they can count sales.
If you put a nigga in the box with Eminem, he gonna eat the average nigga.
He's not eating Jadakiss, bro. He's not eating Jada.
I ain't never seen Jada bad. I know Jada's hard.
The only thing I seen Jada do was go against 50, and he killed 50. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
he killed 50.
But let me ask you a question. What do Eminem say that you can relate to? But when you take his lyrical ability away, what the fuck you listening to?
nothing, but I'm just saying.
My mom is fucking crazy.
As far as him being lyrical, that's where he gets his points at. As far as him being lyrical.
But if that's the case, then cannabis is the best thing. If that's the case,
I'm not saying
cannabis nice as hell though.
So
if that's the case,
why did you bring cannabis into it?
Because he brought up the point.
He will flame any of your favorite rappers.
Who cannabis?
Cannabis is
That's what I'm saying, B.
Too ill.
That's what I'm saying, B. Exactly. He proved my point.
Hell yeah. Cannabis is true.
If it's about lyrical ability, then Eminem is second to cannabis.
He ain't shit. Cannabis ain't shit. Fucking
Wait, you said cannabis ain't shit or he is shit?
Mind you.
No, you can't say that.
Eminem ain't shit. 50 ain't shit.
50 shit.
50 shit.
Cannabis.
50's big shit.
Well,
the old
50 influenced
50 right now might not be shit.
Current generation.
You know my opinion. Not to get off track. I think Pop Smoke was his son.
Who?
No, that's what I'm saying. And freaking,
Pop Smoke
did
is
you
50
not
Cent's
see that
son.
interview where freaking 50 was saying Pop Smoke is the new 50?
Yeah,
That's his son. They look like they sound like. It ain't no coincidence why 50 Cent finishing his album right now.
You know Cass killed this motherfucker, right?
Who, Cassidy?
Casanova.
Oh, Casanova.
Casanova done killed this thing.
Pop Smoke?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What you mean?
We might cut the camera, so we might get in trouble.
Mind you,
No, chill. Back off.
You want me to get on this? I'm gonna get on this. So, mind you, Cass side 5. You feel me? Now, what is he? Casanova 2 times. You feel me? Alright. What was the first bar? Is Sweetheart.
I don't listen to Cass.
I don't listen to Cass neither.
I don't listen. No, it was Pop Smoke song with Fabi.
Oh, Pop Smoke.
You feel me?
I wasn't Pop Smoke neither though.
Find you. Mind you. He's like, I see an op and I drop folk. I see an op and I drop folk 2 times. He said 2 times. My nigga.
Yeah, I see an op and I drop for like the person, and I see an op I drop.
Now, fucking, what was fucking, what was Pop Smoke saying? Oh, mind you, because he was repping Crip hella hard.
So you saying Casanova did that shit?
Yeah, nigga, listen to Knock Knock.
That's great. We about to get Casanova indicted and shit.
Nah, mind you, he's getting time. So,
Let me jump back to my man Speedy though, man. Speedy. I see. I know you real big on the slow grind and shit, man. So I seen you was talking about people having the microwave mind. So could you know, like elaborate on that a little bit?
The microwave mind was a slogan that I saw somebody post. Somebody said something about a microwave mentality. I'm like, yeah, that make mad sense. And I'm like, oh, microwave mentality. So I started thinking of what a microwave entails. A microwave is something that it's a machine that heats up your food the fast way. But I also did my research on what a microwave really is. It actually has sound waves, you know, and it nukes your food. You're getting rid of all the natural nutrients of the food being hot, being heated up in the process for you to eat, to consume. So basically, you cook everything fast. You know what I'm saying? Your food gonna be hot, but what is the other side of it being hot? You lose all the nutrients. So when people have the microwave mentality, they want the shit fast. Instant gratification, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Reasons behind the reason why it's called what it's called. That's why I say etymology is very important. Look up the what do you call it? The root of words, man. The origin of what words really mean. You know what I'm saying? So I say people should adopt more of the stove top mentality. When you cook something on the stove, you get the natural. You get everything natural from what you cooking on the stove. I mean, the shit ain't getting nuked. You got it straight from the fire. You feel me? And it cooks slower. You get more of your nutrients, and the food is better. It tastes better. Everything you get is way better. So I think most people should adopt the stove-like mentality rather than the microwave mentality. Instant gratification. You lose shit is just as fast you get something, you lose it. You feel me? But if it comes slow, you're gonna keep it. Because you know the grind, you know what you did to cook that food up. You know what I'm saying? You know the work you had to put in, the prepping what you had to get from the stove. You feel me? So man, like that was just like my little thing. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just make a video on this because I feel like this should be talked about. So I just, you know, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always about spreading my little messages, throwing things out there for people to catch. It's not for everybody, and that's where, like, you guys, like, I know you guys are the chosen ones. Like, it's people, we in this room because we are chosen ones. Man. We're destined for something bigger than us. So when people understand messages that I give out, I'm like, all right, that person knows what's up. If I'm talking to you and you don't really comprehend or understand what I'm saying, if it ain't resonating, then it ain't meant for you. It might be meant for you 20 years later, and right now it's not meant for you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your time. That's what I tell people all the time. It ain't your time right now, bro. Like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with, you know, it's nothing. It's just the way the universe is. So, that was...
Let me ask you a question.
What's up, brother?
Like, I see you, like, he do a lot of different things, though. Like, it seems like the sky's the limit for you. So, like, let me ask you, what's next for you? Like, what's next on the list that you want to accomplish?
So what I want to accomplish more is this. I'm in grind mode. I'm about to be 25, so like I'm using this decade of me being from 20 to 30 to really just grind, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean grind in an industrial way, like in regards to just having a 9 to 5, because I feel like that ideology has been out the window. I feel as though we should tap more into our power of actually creating a way for ourselves, working on our future. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wrote a quote today. I was like, we need to teach our babies how to, you know, what did I say? I forgot what I said. I'm about to go back to it real quick. So the quote was this, like, and that's something to do with the future. It's basically, we need to train these babies to think long term. The future is in their hands. Let's get back to building our villages, bro. Because it do take a village to raise a child, right? It takes a village, bro. We all grew up in the hood, and we know Miss Carol down the hall. We know the person next door. Like, they took care of us at one point. They gave us things. They gave us jewels and shit. I think we should put the future in their hands, but I feel like before we put the future in their hands, we gotta prep them to prepare. You know, we gotta prep them for that future, bro, because it's important. Sleep, nigga.
No.
Oh,
I got this.
Oh, I ain't know that.
We gotta cut that out.
I ain't.
Yeah. Now that's.
But yeah, man, like that's my.
I'm listening.
Word. That's my ideology on it. I think we should just prep people for the future. I think most people don't got that mentality in regards of prepping for the future, man. Like, everybody thinking now, and that's what's keeping us in. The reason we think so short term that we stay in the past afterwards. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be relevant in the future if we're not thinking for the future. So I think we should teach these kids like when we have kids, we should teach them, yo, I'm gonna give you a trust fund. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a business. I'm gonna have you entitled to 2 businesses. As soon as you come out the womb, you might fuck up on one, but you got another one to fall back on. You gotta start from the gym. You gotta start. What do you think these other people do? What do you think the rich do?
I fuck with Speedy. I fuck with Speedy so much that I feel like this nigga need to get a shirt made for him fucking self. Like, I feel like we like shortchanged him because Peep Game and the Nipsey shit not really enough. Speedy gotta have like his own shit. Because you like the nigga that was on you fuck with Meek Mill?
Fuck with me.
You fuck with Wins and Losses? You remember the
Yes.
y'all remember the intro to Wins and Losses?
Yeah.
You gotta eat the dream. You gotta sleep the
It's
dream.
about Eric Thomas.
Yeah.
I met him in high school, man.
Yeah,
I got his number, everything. Me and him chopped it up.
Word? Where he from?
He from Detroit.
Oh, word? Yo, you like an Eric Thomas, yo, you feel me?
Bro, I'm me. I'm
That's
Speedy.
on the low, like
I know what you mean.
I make beats too though. I'm gonna need you to do an intro for me, my nigga.
Oh, I got you, my man.
feel me?
No, without a doubt, bro. I love to be on anybody trap, man. Just spreading what I gotta spread, man. Because what I'm spreading is, my thing is, all this knowledge, it all stems from just love, bro. I think most people know what love, people get the idea of what love is, but people don't know what love is. I got love in my heart, my man, and I got love for my people. So for me to spread knowledge to y'all, that's my form of showing y'all love, because I care about y'all. I care about y'all well-being, because at the end of the day, if we all come together, bro, we unstoppable forces. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta come together, man. It can't be enough. It can't be no more of this robbing, killing, all that other stupid shit. Like, it's a means to us. It was at one point, it was a means to survive, but it's not no more, bro, because we have so much opportunity. This shit is the fucking greatest thing we ever could use. We got people getting these iPhones and just using merely Instagram and Facebook, not knowing we got bank apps, we got investing apps, we have Robinhood, we have Acorn, we can put our money in.
Drop a gem for me real fast and give me what's the best app I should be using, man.
For like what? Like in regards to money?
Like your top 3 go-to apps. Right?
My top 3 go-to apps. I got my notes because I always write down what I do.
Shout out to niggas keeping notes. I gotta do that more.
You gotta keep your notes because you gotta plan out your next moves, man. The book app that I read a lot of audio. I got a lot of apps. So use Acorns to invest your money. So if you got income coming in, link your account to Acorns, so you can have something going into there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know where the money going, but you know it's going to somewhere safe. You feel me? At least take $50 out. Boom. Every time you get paid. Boom, boom, boom. 10 years, 50 what? Come on, we can do the math right now.
Damn, bro.
Look. What? 10 times? No. 50 times 10.
It's 12 months in a year.
12 months in a year.
10 years?
Yeah. So am I doing what? 10 times
What's
what?
that,
50 times 12, and then whatever that is times 10.
50 times 12.
Yeah. What's that like?
Times 10.
Like 600?
6,000.
$6,000.
That's 6,000. That's almost 10 grand of just literally just free money for you to just chill in.
Right.
You could do a lot with 6,000. You could use the 6,000 10 years later for another business, for another LLC. And LLCs only cost from fucking $45 to $300.
Yeah.
You feel me? And if you got an LLC going for $40, you just took $40 out of 6,000. You got a whole another 5 grand, almost 6 grand to play with to invest in your business.
Yo, shout out to Speedy for being a fucking entrepreneur.
So you gotta it's so much things that people like Robinhood use that shit to invest. Like right now is a perfect time to get on stocks because a lot of shit is falling. But then I recommend y'all not to get in right now because it's still not done falling yet. This shit going to hell. This shit going to hell. So when it get to hell, that's when you buy. You gotta buy low. You gotta sell high. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the market. It's the thing with real estate when property start to depreciate. What do the sharks come out to do?
You good with that real estate shit, yo?
I'm not into it, but I know the basics.
Yeah, I fucks with you, off camera, y'all. We gotta get up. You know what I mean? That's some shit I want to fuck with.
Yeah, bro. And the thing is, most people become real estate investors. Right now is the time to become an investor because all the money you got saved up, you can just put into a property. You know, fucking like they be having like properties for $1 in certain areas, bro.
Yeah,
true.
I'm dead. Like in Baltimore and shit, them niggas be having $2, $5 properties for you to pour into.
I definitely can see why.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying. They got them townhouses. You know, it's the trenches down there.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, you gotta know what to dibble and dab in, man. You gotta know. Look, man, this is my thing. I know what I know. I know what I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, bro. You feel me? You gotta know what you know. And then if you don't know some shit, you gotta get to know the shit. And if you don't know it, you just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your knowledge is your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And what you don't know is okay. It's for somebody else to know. So like me, I pride myself on being a jack of all trades. Like I got a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just my way of life. You know what I'm saying? I specify in speaking. I realized I had to get the gab 2-3 years ago when I had my spiritual awakening. And that's when that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? I got into meditation. I got into visualization. I got into manifesting my goals. Like I lived in Cali. I was living in the hood, in the projects, and the next thing you know, 4 months later, I'm living in Cali. You feel me? So like, I kind of manifested and so I practiced that shit, bro. I literally by myself, bro.
Yeah, what was that shit like coming from? Like, was that environment in Cali? Was it like upscale?
Let me tell you, like, so I was living in the hood. When I was living in the hood and shit, I left Cali to go to where my uncle lived at. He lived in the hood. I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't as bad as where I came from.
Okay.
But in the midst of it, I had landed a job. It was a sales job out there, bro. It was a fucking door-to-door sales job. I didn't stay in it only because I was around some weirdos or whatever. And plus, I knew it wasn't for me. I felt like I was supposed to be working on my purpose, bro. Okay. So when I was doing that job, I'm like, I don't feel complete. I feel like I was losing my sanity. Okay. But when I was out there, bro, I was living in nice ass areas, bro. Like I saw so much shit, bro.
But at any given time, was you able to go to the corner stores and get yourself a quarter or a zebra cake?
Yeah. Like when I was out there and shit, and the funny thing, that was before I became vegan. So my thing, when I got to Cali, I was like, I'm trying everything. Like I never had In-N-Out Burger, I never had Jack in the Box, I never had Del Taco. All those I'm trying all of this shit. So I went out there, I was going ham on the and shit. You feel me? Before I
put us on game real quick though. If we go to Cali, what's the first thing we need to go try?
When I first got out there, some dude. When I was traveling out there, when I was there, the first place I went to was El Pollo Loco. It's a chicken spot, like a Spanish chicken spot and shit. It's like it's a Spanish like grill type of. They grill everything. It's mad dope. And they showed me mad love. I'm like, I'm from the East Coast, bro. Like, gave me 2 free meals, everything, bro. Showed hella love. I'm like, yo, that's dope. The Pollo Loco is definitely number 1. Number 2, see In-N-Out. Everybody think In-N-Out is overrated, but it's not. But it was alright. Jack in the Box is like one of my favorites. No, Carl's Jr. is one of my favorites. You ever had Carl's Jr. before? They got that shit over here now, ironically. But Carl's Jr. was pretty good when I had it and shit. So certain things you hit up. I was in Sacramento, so I was around all that shit. I met Zebo and everything. Zebo was a cool motherfucker.
The basketball player?
Yes, bro. Zach Randolph, bro. Cool as hell, bro. Like, me and him chopped it up, all that shit. He followed me on the gram, me and him. Like, he's mad cool, bro. Man.
Shout out to Zebo.
Shout out to Zebo, bro. For real, man. Good. He's real down to earth person, bro. I was asking him, I was like, yo, man, like, any advice for, like, upcoming? Like, because this one I was, like, thinking about doing the NFL Combine and shit like that. So, I was like, yo, any advice you want to give to any upcoming athletes or who want to, you know, do the Combine? I was like, what advice did your peers give you? He was keeping it going. He's like, on some real shit. Like, all the niggas that I grew with, they was even dead a lot. Like, he was keeping it going. I'm like, yeah, that's respectable, bro. Like, so.
Where's Zebo really from?
Zebo from Indiana, I think. He's from Indiana. That's what he told me. I think he's from Indiana or some shit like that. Shout out to Zebo, man. But yeah, man, those are the type of things that I pride myself on, man. Traveling is one of them. When I came back to Jersey, move back to Jersey from Cali, I took the train from Cali to Jersey, bro.
What? Yeah, how long that should take?
4 days.
4 days?
Best experience of my fucking life, bro.
Y'all had bumps and shit on the train, right?
I didn't. The high class did. I had the fucking recliner seats, but I was chilling, bro.
4 fucking days,
I was chilling, bro. You wanna know why I was chilling? Because one, I found my purpose. Like, it kind of made me realize, like, yo, this is what I'm born to do, bro. Like, my last name's Sheppard. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why my last name's Sheppard, bro. Like, I'm a leader. I'm already a leader. You feel me? So I understood. I'm like, yo, like, I met dudes on the train. I'm meeting strangers. I'm meeting millionaires. I got they links, all that shit. Like, they cool. They like who I am. They see how down to earth I am. I made some dude cry. Because I talked to him and we was talking about his life. And he was telling me certain things that he was going through, whatever. And I gave him a real good solution to do it. And he felt really good about it. Like, he cried to me. He's like, yo, man, like, that's deep as you said. He reached out to me on New Year's, too. Like, yo, I ain't speak to him like almost 2 years. He's like, yo, I want to reach out to you. Thank you. I'm glad we crossed paths, stuff like that. So once I realized that, I'm like,
that's tough.
I'm like, yo, that's real shit right there. Like, and I pride myself on making people's lives a little bit more easier, man, because it ain't easy out here. You go through pain, man. We all share pain, bro. We all got stories and shit. You feel me? So I just want everybody to be, you know, feel comfortable around me, man. Just chill, bro. Be you.
What's up, man?
You know what I'm saying?
You say you gotta go through some shit to get to some shit.
It's facts, bro. You got to.
I gotta admit, I was wrong about Speedy, man. he reminded me more and more of like validated or fresh out the mud.
But speaking on that though,
I've been through it, man.
Yeah, I want to appreciate you for bringing these dope ass hoodies through, man.
Peace, man. Peace. Always, man.
Life is Speedy, so go.
Yeah, man.
So
let them know the Instagram, Speedy.
Yeah,
oh man, follow me at
a little story behind it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Add me on Instagram at Speedy Sheppard. You know what I mean? No underscores, no nothing. Just straight Speedy Sheppard. SHEPPARD. Life is Speedy, so go, man. So it literally took me like 2 minutes to come up with this shit. Like, I was literally like, I was so tapped in on making a brand for myself and trying to make. You know how when you entrepreneur, you hungry. You want something for yourself, so you're gonna make the moves necessary. So, sitting in bed, I'm like, you know, life is Speedy. I'm like, life is Speedy. That's my name. People call me Speedy. I'm like, but it's not about my name. It's about literally the word life. It's about the saying life is Speedy. It has nothing to do with me. I try to make it as not about me as possible. Okay. But life is Speedy, and I'm like, what else can go after that? I'm like, so go. So basically, life is Speedy, so go. It's basically the mantra of life is fast, bro. You have to live it to the fullest, bro. We renting these bodies we in right now. Time is of the essence, bro. We can't be half-assing out here. We gotta live. We gotta go. The investment you want to put in, the money you want to put into that business, chick you want to holler at, the lifestyle you want to live, bro. Go.